When you're entering cash expenses in QuickBooks, the most important thing to think about is where is the cash actually coming from? In this video, I'm walking through two common scenarios using petty cash and situations where the owner or perhaps one of the employees pays business expenses out of their own pocket. You'll see how to record both cleanly, keep your reports accurate, and avoid creating confusion later on. The most important thing to consider when you're entering cash expenses or petty cash transactions is where is the cash coming from? Now, in this first example, we're going to take it out of our petty cash. So I'm going to pop up here to create an expense. And I'm going to choose from the payment account our petty cash account. So this could be if you have a cash box sitting somewhere in your office, maybe even the cash drawer, in which case it's probably called the cash drawer. Then we're going to say what we purchased. I'm going to go for some office supplies, office expenses here. And somebody ran off out with $25. They've come back with the receipt and they've paid cash, and we record this expense here. Save and close. If we take a quick look at our report, just to see that $25 expense, there we go. It's the only thing sitting in our sample company right now, $25 for office expenses. So let's go take a quick look at what happened in the petty cash account. Here we have petty cash. It's a cash on hand type account. View the register. I guess we didn't put any cash in there beforehand. That wasn't so smart, was it? I probably should have. Why don't I transfer some money into that cash account from the bank? So let's just say that yesterday, I went, oh, that was a Saturday. Friday, I went to the bank. I took $100 out of the checking account, popped it in the petty cash. Now I'll hit save and close. So you can see we had $100 in our petty cash and we spent $25 of it. And that's typically how it goes when you're spending cash. Now, the other area I get asked a lot of questions about is what happens when the owner or the business person is spending their own money. Now, there are multiple ways to do this, but the cleanest way I like to do it is to create an account here in the chart of accounts for owner's cash. And I do this with nearly all of my clients. So we'll have a new account and it could be called your back pocket. It could be called personal cash. It could have your name on it. I could call it Kerry's Cash, but I'm just going to go with owner cash. And I'm calling it owner cash to differentiate from owner's drawer or shareholder loan. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to set it up as a bank type account. And I'll show you why that's important. When we entered our expense earlier, we went into here and we were able to select an account here, owner cash or petty cash. And that means we can enter our expenses in the regular way using a bank type account that in this case is owner cash. We can add an attachment here. So let's just grab some fuel. The owner put fuel in the business vehicle and it was $75 and save and close. So now we know the owner has paid $75 of their own money into the business. Okay, so let's grab a balance sheet and have a look at what this looks like now. So this is a little bit interesting. Clearly, I'm not very imaginative with numbers. We had $100 in cash and spent $25, so there's $75 left in our petty cash. And you can see here, there's a minus number. The owner is owed $75. So if we take a look down here, there is often an account for shareholder loan or a liability account, paying to owner. What I usually suggest you do is simply tally up all of these expenses in owner cash, then either pay yourself or transfer it to a shareholder loan account. So why don't we pay ourselves for this right now? We're going to go to write a check. Could be an e-transfer. And we're going to choose owner cash. We're going to take the money from our checking account and we're going to use a current date, and we're going to pay back the $75 that we're owed. So when we click Save and Close Now, it should refresh. And you can see we're owed nothing. The petty cash has remained, and there's $75 less in our checking account. Now, you could also have the situation where, using either petty cash or owner cash, you're confronted with a spreadsheet of a whole pile of expenses, or perhaps a credit card statement that's a personal credit card that you need to be reimbursed for. Once again, you simply grab this expense, owner cash or petty cash. We're going to go with owner cash, and we could have some fuel here for, let's be a little bit more imaginative and say $80. There could be some office supplies, office expenses here, maybe $50, some toilet paper, some coffee. I wonder if we have postage. Do we have postage or anything? No. Let's have a quick look and see what else. Oh, we went to the dump. We went to the dump and we have a $15 disposal fee. So you can enter all of these rows under the one amount, and you'll be able to see what the owner is owed. So let's save and close this. Wait for our balance sheet to refresh, and here we now are owed $145. And if we take a look back at our profit and loss statement, we'll be able to see all of those expenses reflected. So there we go. We've captured our fuel, our disposal fees, all of the office expenses. So all of the expenses that have been paid by the owner or from petty cash are captured, and they're reflected in our books. You're also able, if you're using a petty cash or a bank type owner account, you can open up that app on your phone and photograph those receipts before you lose them. And that way you can also then allocate them within QuickBooks. Whether expenses are paid from petty cash or by the owner personally, the key is making sure they're recorded in a way that keeps your financial reports clear and reliable. Once these expenses are set up properly, reimbursement and reporting becomes straightforward. Great to see you again. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.